Hello, everybody. This is Patrick Stewart.
Oh, come on, George. That doesn't sound like me at all, does it now?
Okay, it's not Patrick Stewart, but it's me, George Todorovski, and this is a comic I worked on. This is called Oktana and Co. And this is issue 4. I was the artist, both inker and penciler and inker. However, I guess that makes more sense. On issues number 3 and 4, I also did cover work for every issue. This is one of my covers. This is a painted one. It's mostly watercolor, but some mixed media as well. So this is it. This is quite the cool book. This is an epic ending to a very cool tale, written by, excuse me, just need to adjust that a little bit, by Yuri Levetsky, with colors by Angel RD. It's a pretty cool book. We're going to flip through it. So, here we go. Yes. Would you look at that, eh? Pretty cool. Some great colors by Angel, for sure. So I don't know if I'll be telling you too much of the story, although, visually things will be spoiled. But, it deals with a cybernetic octopus, and it also deals with aliens. But it's an interesting story because it starts off very unassuming, very humble origins, I guess you could say, where it's more grounded, more reality-based. But as the story evolves, you realize it's a lot more going on than you originally thought. So it's pretty cool. This is a pretty neat structure here. I had a little fun with that one. Yeah. Anyway, so this is my artwork. This is the book. Indeed. Yeah, so the book's called Oktana and Co., but this character is actually, this one here, is actually Nancy, if I recall, yes. And the reason she's called Oktana is because the name of her boat was the Oktana, and her amphibious friend here, the octopus, or actually it's a sectopus or something, 6 legs, I don't know, is that what they called it? Something like that. But anyway, it's a different type of octopus. It's only got 6 legs. Called her Oktana because of the name of the boat. So it stuck. So it's kind of a nickname. But, Anyway, here's an alien that can sort of morph and transform. Yeah. It's a pretty cool book, I have to say. Some great concepts. Great ideas. I even threw in a couple of my own over the issues that he used, which I thought was pretty cool. But mainly it's him. But it's written by Yuri Levetsky. I had very little or nothing, pretty much, to do with the story. I just threw in a couple little ideas that he liked, so he kept them in there. But otherwise, it's a very cool story, actually. Yeah. There's a lot of battling going on in this bit here. I'm going to zoom in on that. Look at that. I was having fun with detail on this one. And the battle ensues. But there is always repercussions to battle. Isn't there? Indeed. Yes. I guess I'm giving away some more stuff. There's the alien now imprisoned. A strange, glowing green, morphing alien. Uh-oh. What did he do? I don't know. Looks like that's the prison flying through space. I guess he was able to I don't know, commandeer it as a vehicle, and boom! Leaving behind carnage. I guess he wants to make sure they don't follow him, pretty much. It is a really cool story, actually. It's this is some sort of omnipotent being. And this is this is one of the tidbits that I added. This is a sort of a telling of the origin of this, of how the alien got to Earth. It actually arrived 65 billion years ago, carrying tons of debris that it collected through space. And unfortunately, it wasn't very very good for the dinosaurs. So my idea was to make it 65 million years ago and make it make it the extinction event, basically. So yeah, so he was just he just originally had it like crashing on Earth, so many years ago. But I'm like, no, how about 65 million years ago? And he's like, what? What do you mean 65 million years ago? When the dinosaurs were extinct. Oh, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use that. I don't remember how he said it exactly, but he liked the idea and he threw it in there, which is kind of cool. So yeah. I had a lot of fun drawing that. I like drawing dinosaurs. I don't draw them too often, but maybe that's why I came up with the idea to add in there, eh? Just so I can draw some dinosaurs. Yeah. Maybe we should do a comic filled with dinosaurs. But anyway, let's get back to the book here. It's kind of cool. There's some more stuff going down. Yep. Oh wow, I'm very happy with the way this page turned out. Not just with my art, but with the colors. He actually kept asking me for ideas and in terms of what I wanted coloring wise, and I did a slight mock up. I mean, really, I had nothing really. I just gave him some color guides or whatever. Like I had very little to do with the coloring of the book, so I don't want to take too much credit away or anything. But there was my idea to make it a sunset, especially in terms of what's happening in the story and where it's leading, and also wanted a dramatic ending at night. So I wanted like the sun to be setting. So I imagined this as a sunset. So I kind of did a quick mock-up of like the orange to the water, that kind of stuff. But yeah, everything else the same, of course. But just to give him an idea of a sunset idea for the scene. But yeah, he did an amazing job on the colors here. Just amazing. I mean, look at that panel. Just gorgeous. Yeah. Just amazing. Yeah. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this double page spread. So I think it was my idea I wanted to make this feel like the ending of a big epic because it's a 4-issue story arc. So I kept saying, why don't we turn these 2 pages into a double page spread? And I added another double page spread for a nice big finish. So it was my idea just to add another double page spread. Because, when I work on a comic, I suggest or do whatever I can to make it cooler, right? I love a good story, right? So whatever works to aid the story, to add a little more to it. That's a pretty cool sequence there. Yeah. Some sort of arguing happening here. These are the 2 villains, actually. Yeah. At each other's throats. Literally, actually, on the next page, I believe. Oh, yes, at each other's throats. There we go. 2 villains of the story. Yeah, there's something going on here. Boom. Yeah, this is just this is all giving away the story visually. Is but so if you wanted to read, if you want to read this book, I'm already giving some stuff away. But yeah, that's kind of cool. What's going on there? And here's another double page spread that I suggested, the launching of this rocket, which is a very pivotal moment. Ooh. And another spoiler, that's the alien leaving Earth. So there he goes, or she goes, or it goes, just off, or they go, actually is more accurate. They go. They're kind of a collective. I think that's the idea. They were around here forever. They're before any of us. Yeah. There's even more to it than that. Maybe I won't mention that part. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. And of course, here's the nice final. This is an ad for issue 0, I believe. But this is the nice final page where they're saying their wonderful goodbyes to the alien. And all is right in the world again. Or is it? Bum, bum, bum. Anyway, so here we go. That is the ending of our tale. Indeed. Of course. Yes. And this is just an ad for Studio Comics Press, where it was printed. Indeed. Indeed. Of course. All right. So here we are, the cover again, and that is issue 4 of a wonderful, absolutely wonderful series by Oktana. By Yuri Levetsky. It's Oktana and Co. by Yuri Levetsky, myself, Angel R.D. And there's So basically, it's a really cool story. I highly recommend checking it out if you can. I'm not sure where you can get it from. Otherwise, maybe I'll put a link somewhere if I know exactly where you can grab a copy. I know it was Kickstarted, so everyone in the Kickstarter's got a copy, and I know he sells them at conventions. I do believe it's available in some stores. Obviously, Studio Comics Press is actually Studio Comics is actually a store as well, so that they don't just. So you can get it from them, 100%. So they're not just a press; they're actually a store. And it's they specialize in indie comics, actually, so you can get it from them. But yeah, it's a great book. There's actually already a bound graphic novel. I did the cover for that as well. So yeah, there you go, Oktana and Co. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Peace.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It's the only decent thing to do, you know.